Greetings, YouTube. The other morning I was on my way home from work listening to NPR, as I always do. And they had some Democratic talking head from the Senate on the piece that they were doing. And they were discussing the infrastructure bill that Biden has been trying to get passed. And at the time of this recording, it has not been passed. Um, and some guy, I didn't know who his name was, doesn't matter. And he's going yammering on, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, the answer to the solution is nuke the filibuster and get the goddamn stuff passed. Pass everything that needs to be passed. Everything. Everything. And once America has access to all the things that could be passed right now, the GOP is going to have a really hard taking it away. Look at the ACA. They had control of all branches of government, and they couldn't get rid of it. So yeah, that's the answer. Nuke the filibuster, get everything passed. This is not rocket science. They just don't want to do it because that means they actually have to do their goddamn jobs. That's not really what I'm upset about. What pissed me off the most that day was that the talking head says that Mitch McConnell is a fine gentleman. No. No. Mitch McConnell is not a fine gentleman. Mitch McConnell is a racist and a misogynist and a homophobe and a transphobe and a xenophobic bigot. He is a white fucking nationalist. He is not a fine gentleman. And stop calling them fine gentlemen. Stop playing the goddamn game. Stop just saying, oh, it's all politics. No. We can't have reasonable discussions about whether black people should be murdered in the streets. We can't have reasonable discussions about whether trans people should be treated like human beings. We can't have reasonable discussions about whether we should have air and water and land that isn't fucking poisoned. We can't have reasonable discussions about whether, we should probably fix the bridges and roads that we depend on our very lives with every goddamn day, or the fact that the planet is getting warmer and warmer, and by the end of this particular century that we are currently in could actually be warm enough so that we cannot produce food. We cannot be reasonable about this. And the GOP has made it very clear, and Mitch McConnell in particular absolutely has said his goal in life is to 100% block the Democrats from achieving anything. He is not a reasonable gentleman. Stop calling him a reasonable gentleman. Call him what he is. He is just a fucking political hack. He's a white nationalist in the pocket of billionaires whose sole job is to do anything they want done, and in the process make sure the status quo is maintained. White people at the top, black people being murdered in the streets. So don't give me this they are reasonable people reaching across the aisle bullshit. Nuke the GOP from orbit. It's the only way we can be safe.